it's on to the Fontre Notre. That's right, we're back with the defending champions, Montpellier, in the European Champions Cup. Today is the first episode of our recap in Europe. Of course, we are defending champions, and we're going to have 2 episodes over the next couple of days with the first 3 games of our European journey, then the second 3 games. So welcome along. Join me if you will. Today we have a look at our first meetings with Ospreys, Clermont and Lyon. Here is the team. You notice it was completely changed. So let's get down to the action. First up is Ospreys. And first up was a chance to this Ospreys side as well, with a big early break down the right-hand side. Support lines and players all over the park made it too easy for Gareth Anscombe to dot down and open up the scoring just 21 minutes into the game. And it was Ospreys who started off with a big hiss and a roar, sparking something back off the kick return. And this is just what this team can do. First time we've ever played them as well. And this was the opening chance that they got and delivered on perfectly as well. You may notice all those names we've not seen much starring here for Montpellier, but will they step it up? Big turnover from the finger. And some quick hands down the back line. Saw Ortiz with an early chance. A little chip over the top. Can he regather? He does! Tapped on the line! Ortiz! Brilliant try! And Montpellier struck back just 9 moments later and towards the second half. This is a team that knows when to score tries. Trailing 7-0. Big turnover from the loose head prop Mavinga. And then look at those hands to the likes of Vincent, and of course the finish from Ortiz himself. Good little anchor tap at the end there, just not quite enough. Ortiz on the scoreboard, and a chance here. Minozzi on the tee, makes it 7-all. Into the second half now, and there's an opportunity for Ospreys on the 22, and look at that power, charging through 4-5 defenders, and out wide they go, Guanazzi! Grabs try number 2. And the Ospreys, like that, hit the lead again. It was the big power play run from the barnstorming number 8, and of course the second row options as well. Look at that power. And then out wide it goes. Guanazzi, exquisite finish. And with that try, gives them the lead back. And now the conversion to make it 14 points to 7. Ospreys in the lead. Well, we are getting into the dying moments of this game now. Just 4 minutes left on the clock. And who else but Arthur Vincent? Fending 1, fending 2, showing the pace. And what a time to score. Possibly the try of the Champions Cup so far. No question about it. That was a barnstormer. With the moments dying down, the chances fading away, bang! Shoulders through one, fends on the second, and then shows great pace to go around the outside. Arthur Vincent, boy oh boy, he's something special. Minozzi with a minute to play, adding the extra 2 to tie it all up. And the chance for Vincent once again to possibly win this game here for Montpellier. Geelong getting it deep. Thundering up the middle, turnover play though, and here come Ospreys. Maybe they'll be the team to win this one. Great little inside outside ball, and here is Anscombe again. Minozzi comes across, cuts it in the corner, and a brilliant tackle by the cover defence. Roll hug, the man of the moment, and now they're just a metre or 2 short. He's a touch. What a try saver! What an absolute clinic of a finish from Montpellier. As they storm it late, grabbing a try in the final 5 minutes. And then the conversion and some stout defence to put them 14-14, 2 tries apiece. Anscombe, Guanazzi, Vincent and Ortiz. The bad news though from that matchup did see Tommaso Allen, who was the risky one to start that matchup. Thought, yes, let's get a better player in to increase our chances of winning. Well, he went down injured and he's out for 16 weeks. Yep, a long time without him or Lopez now on the injured list. And after that game, we take a quick look at the table. We can see Not the greatest start for us there. 2 points, and as Ospreys, though, have played 2 games, and of course a draw and the win. They look like they will be the team to beat this season. Lyon, though, they've got 1 win, 1 loss, and Clermont, just the 1 game, and of course the 1 loss for them as well. No surprises, we play them next. It's a French battle in round 2. And straight onto it we go. Montpellier now back at home, looking to get our first win of our defending season in the European Champions Cup. Of course, it's another fully rotated lineup. We'll have a quick look at it now. Didn't get said too much last episode, but now without Allen, we've had to go to the likes of Darmon. He is the main man to run the ship. The old names are all here. Ngandemi, Vincent, Raul, Hargreaves, Bottier, Kamada, they're all in there. And this time we'll look to see if we can do something special against our French rivals. Clermont's a very good side. Look at that team. The names are just spinning off there, but the one to look out for is 22. Yep, Harvey Skinner. He's still with them, and I hope he has another horrible night. Well, all kicked off here, just 1 minute into the game, and it's a big early chance here for Clermont, storming up the guts, just a couple of metres short. Look at the time, it is just 2 minutes in. There's going to be a very early try on the left wing. Turn back in, Olivella. He didn't want it. Still a metre or 2 short. Short it goes, the pass as well. And Fekitoa barges his way over. And Clermont grab again the early lead. There's a bit of a trend going on here. And it's the fact that Montpellier are conceding the first try in these games. Surprising, Olivella didn't go for that himself, but it was put back. Ball retention. Look at that. No defender. Too big of a battle for that man. Malachi Fekitoa. And then, of course, off the tee. Make it 7. Great kick. Of course, we fought our way back through the way we really know how to when things get a little bit tense. And that is off the tee, of course. You give us a chance in this sort of position. We're going to look to our key men to get the job done, and it's at the back. Bottier, we've got fullbacks who love to kick. He made it 7 points to 3. Ace goal kicker, you know the drill. We're back in the game. Almost just over halfway through the first half, and it is Clermont still leading this one by 4 points. They go to the back of their line out and look to play something fancy back towards the hooker. And look at this little run. Sparking on the short pass, and here comes Olivella. Merritt giving chase, but no one will even get close. Olivella denied earlier by a silly pass. This time he makes no mistake about that. Great pace and a great little play off the line out as well. Don't know if we'll quite see it. We do just going back towards the front of the line out. And then the step through 1-2 defenders. How good was that from Clermont? Freeing up the men, taking the right options, and beating defenders with absolute ease. Keep an eye on this man. He's a slippery customer. 12 points quickly becomes 14. As Clermont look to stagger their way back into the game again. Here is Olivella, keeping it short. The forwards are all involved as they pop it under the sticks. A certain try here, and it comes away at Pirelli. One winger on fire on the left, another winger on fire on the right, and 19 points to 3. This was a game that we were fighting our way back into and have just been demolished out the gate by Ryan Olivella. Let's be honest, he's the one doing all the damage here. Great presence of mind by the forwards involved there to keep the ball alive, find the finisher, and add the conversion. It's 21-3. Of course, we headed towards half-time here, just in the first minute of the second half, and another chance for Olivella. Do not let him out of your side, because he's offloaded to Fish, and Fish is in for another try. That's 4 for Clermont, and this is the darkest day in Montpellier's history in quite some time. 26 points to 3, kick to come, of course, which you know where he scored, and it's going to go right between the uprights. But I tell you what, Ryan Olivella is having an absolute barnstormer. He is cutting us to ribbons, and they're taking every chance they get. The kick, as expected, perfect, and it's 28-3. Of course, Montpellier is a never-say-die team. And with some changes made, look at what we can do here. Geelong with a great little run off the back of the scrum. Power from the number 8. And now we look to make things happen. Sankoni hits hard. Makes a couple of maybe centimetres at best. As now we look towards the short side. And it's away to Minozzi. And Minozzi is a spark. Give him a little light and he's gone. Down the short side, Matteo Minozzi scores, and Montpellier may not be back in the game, but the respectability is starting to come back into the scoreline. With that, it becomes 28-8, but I'm sure Montpellier would love a little bit more than that, and Minozzi showing just how good he can be. Great step inside, and of course the finish, exquisite by the Italian. And the kick, good for Montpellier too. Clermont though looking to shut down this little mini fight back from Montpellier. Still a lead of 18 as they take their time to throw. Capelli's turned that over. And now look what they can do. Vincent Rolhag. Here is Minozzi on the outside. Too much pace. Looking back. He steps in. Doesn't need the support. And Matteo Minozzi. Sheer brilliance off the bench. And Montpellier hit again. He is a special little character as Minozzi. It was poor out to Vincent Rolhag, just threw it out there. And the pace, brilliant. The step, even better. And it even twirled Darmon on his heels as well, as he had no idea where that was going. Minozzi grabs a double, and Boffier the extra 2, 28-17. Well, time is certainly ticked away on us, and Minozzi looking to grab a hat-trick. In the second half, he's put down just over halfway, and there's a lot of room here to the right-hand side. And Mavinga goes for a scamper. He's got Rolhag on the outside. And there is the finish. Jovan Rolhag makes this much more respectable. Up to 22-28 now. But time is up. And Montpellier, the fight back. Boy, it was heroic. But it's going to come up just short of a very good first half Clermont team. Well, this is all identifying the space. And Mavinga, he did that beautifully. Taking on defenders, drawing and passing. And of course, we know Rolhag loves a good finish in the corner. Of course, this will make it just a 4-point game with this kick from Bottier. And that is right between the uprights. Game 2 is done. This time, it is a draw and a loss. And Montpellier struggle their way through the group stages. A very tough one here tonight. Clermont's a good side and just too good in the first half. And the comeback entertaining, but just short of the mark. A 4-point win for Clermont. Well, this does put a huge dent in our chances of even making it out of the group stage, let alone into the finals. But a good game. It's good to see the team fight back for that position. 3 tries to 4. Rolhag with 1, Minozzi a couple, Bottier 3 conversions and a penalty goal. But on the other side, all in the first half pretty much. Just that Fish try right after half time. But Oliver Fella, Feketell, Pirelli and Fish the tries. Hand in hand, 4 out of 4 off the tee to give them a tidy 4-point win for the visiting team. And that's, well, puts us in a sticky spot now. Next up is Lyon. Again, another French rival and another team that has been incredibly poor this season. We've got to put them away and put them away in a big way to have any chance of qualifying out of the groups. And back into the action we come. It is Lyon, the home team for this one. Montpellier on the road. And we're on the road with a lot of work to be done as well. Here's a look at the two sides for tonight's matchup. For our side of things, of course, you didn't see it, so there was no injuries. We can keep the team pretty much the same, and nothing has actually changed at all. The big runners, Geelong had a pretty powerful match in the last outing. It's Sankoni, but those backs need to form again. And look at the other side of things. Tui Sova, Barassi, names you just do not want to see on the run. Supwanga, it's our forward, Nato, Daly, Bird. The bench is stacked from Lyon, but will they get a chance to impress? It's been a good near on half an hour here before Lyon are even getting close to the line, and just a couple of metres out here, they're going to charge their way over. Well, that was simple in the end. And a barge over just a metre or two short. Connellau the try. But look how easy it was. The maul was the big breaker here. You see that? Held up just probably 8 or 9 metres short with a big charge as Montpellier struggled to get numbers. When they did slow it down, it was a short pass and an easy dive over. And Connellau gets them on the board. 7 points to nil, of course, off the tee. Kirkpatrick, flawless as ever. Well, it's all been Montpellier on the defensive efforts this early in the first half as we crack on to the second, and it's another chance for Leon. Pace race in the corner, Mapimpi's on the field. It's all bad news at the moment. Great dedication for Marcus Ola Mapimpi, but Leon too good. Stedman Gans, it was South African on South African, but a big finish in the corner. Mapimpi, watch this angle here. He's on the left of your screen now. There he is, 22. Watch him chase this play and actually cut off Kirkpatrick in the corner. Brilliant work from Marcus Ola Mapimpi, but not good enough to stop Gans in the corner from making it a 14-point to nil scoreline early on in the second 40 minutes. Of course, we all know the fighting spirit of Montpellier, and let's see if we can get ourselves back in the game. And Ganibi is going to take it up to the line. Mapimpi, zero support, gets around the outside until he's over. He's got the man there, roll hard, and that is an exquisite finish by the experienced Marcus Ola Mapimpi, drawing in after the pace race away from Tui Sova. And Rollhart grabs a couple in just a couple of games to put Montpellier back in the matchup. 14 points to a guaranteed 7 with the conversion, but what this did here for Mapimpi, getting on the outside, drawing those last two defenders, and that is some finish from the midfielder. Ivan Rollhart loves a good chance at that. Here's Minozzi on the field. Of course, Bontier, we'll see soon, he's out injured again.
Release.
Leon, though, looking to fight their way back in the game there. Lead has been swiftly dropped, and a drop goal. Speaking of dropping it all, a cheeky little drop goal. And that puts them up by 10 points now. And a lot of work to do here for Montpellier. That was a hard grind to get that 7. And straight away, it's wiped out. On the defensive work here, Montpellier do well. Senkoni picks up the loose ball. He gives the loose one away, and then Ganibi. He's still got Marcus Ola. You know where this is going. The king is in again. 10 to play. Do we have a comeback? Is there a hero for Montpellier? Or will the drop goal be the decider? For now, though, Marcus Ola grabs a try. And Montpellier are in with a shout here thanks to a great chase up there from Retiz. A terrible pass. Dunwan had 2 goes at it, but what Ngundabi did here was simply outstanding, drawing in the work of the fullback and giving it to the street king, Marcus Ola Mapimpi, to finish with ease. Another 2 for Minozzi, and it's a 3-point game.
Release.
Wow, this one went on far too long. You look at the clock there, 94 minutes, and we were still trying to hammer our way into the victory circle. And Ngundabi with a great chance down the left wing here. He's got to be careful, he's got to be cautious. Finds Joseph, back to Mcginny, and the big prop trundling down the tracks. Oh no! He's thrown it to Tui Sova, but Geelong turns it back. Mavinga up the guts again. Horrible pass. Oh, Rollhart knocks it on. And after a good 15 or 17 minutes of constant fighting, that'll be all she wrote on this one. Leon just managed to get it away in the end. Big tackle on Rollhart, and the full-time whistle goes. What could have been there? A lot of toil to try and get ourselves in the winning position. Not good enough on the night though. Leon, a team that just keeps being the pain in our ass. They're rubbish in the top quatorze, yet here they are in Europe, stepping up to the plate and putting a painful loss next to Montpellier's name. 2 tries each, Connellau and Gans for Leon. Kirkpatrick nailed both of the conversions. Rollhart and Mapimpi for Montpellier. Minozzi, 2 out of 2 conversions as well. Big problems there. Mapimpi on the field, Minozzi on the field. That means injuries. We'll check them out in just a second. But the winning of the game, Connellau off the droppy, close to the line. very, very decisive moment in this matchup. And now 2 losses and a draw. That's poor. Of course, there is the injuries we spoke about. Vincent and Montpellier both out. Vincent not too bad. Just 5 weeks. We'll see him back after the Champions Cup, of course. But it is bad news for Montpellier, who is out with a pinched nerve. 19 damn weeks for a pinched nerve. I'm not even going to go there. Maybe just unpinch it. Stop pinching each other. Whose team are you really on? That is it, though, for episode 1 of the group stage recap. A poor start, but can we turn it around in the return fixtures? Tune into the next episode to find out, and I'll see you all there. But until then, of course, thanks for watching, and take care.